I think I've made every mistake you can possibly make in trading. Why? Because when I started, I blindly followed others without understanding how things actually work. But in this video, I won't give you a fish. I will give you the fishing rod. I will share 5 tips I wish I'd known before placing my first trade. And at the end, I will show you live how to earn between $50 to $100 a day with a simple strategy. So my name is Thomas. And over the past year, my win rate has been about 73%. And just for you, at the end of this video, I will be doing a giveaway of $100 to help you start your journey and more easily. So don't miss the conditions, okay? So this is tip number 1. Trading is not about emotions. It's about having a system. And when I started, I would enter trades based on gut feelings. Looks like it's going up, or the candle moved very fast and I need to just jump in. And sometimes I would just get lucky, but it always ended up the same, blowing up the account and all this stuff. Now I understand that trading isn't about guessing, it's about having a system. You know the specific algorithm, like when you enter a trade, why you enter in the direction or in that direction, how much you risk, and in which situations you should skip trading altogether. You understand? So if you don't have this, you're not a trader. You're just basically gambling. For example, if the price suddenly drops, and that's not a reason to drop in for a bounce. That's a reason to stop and ask, is there a support level? Is there confirmation from an indicator? Is there a trend? If not, don't touch the market at all. Now, tip number 2, listen, indicators are not signals. They are filters. A lot of beginners use indicators like RSI, MACD, or Bollinger Bands as if they are like magic wands. Like RSI 830, okay. Price touched the Bollinger Band, perfect. So let's go. But here's the problem. Indicators show the past, not the future. They simply visualize what has already happened on the market. So if you rely on them alone, you're stuck at a 50-50. Basically, you are basically just stuck at 50-50. So what you need to understand is this. RSI shows when the price is overbought or oversold, but that doesn't mean it will immediately reverse. Bollinger Bands show the volatility range, but not the direction. That's why we use indicators as filters, not as the only entry reason. So a real signal appears when everything lines up: trend, level, and indicator confirmation. For example, RSI might be above 70, for example. RSI might be above 70, but if the trend itself, you understand, but if the trend is strongly bullish, the price can keep rising. So if you don't account for that, you will lose. To make your start easier, I've prepared a bonus using the link in the description, okay? So you can deposit about $25 and get $50 on your balance, or deposit $50 and get $100. So you can also activate an insurance bonus if your first trade if you lose your first trade. Part of the deposit will be refunded. So message me directly and I will send you the promo codes. Tip number 3, guys. So money management is your ammo. When you start making money, it feels like you're on top of the world. You catch the momentum, everything is working, profits are growing. And then comes the most dangerous thought. What if I just increase the amount? That's it. So one big trade and your deposit is gone. Real trading starts with risk control. So here's the hard rule. One trade equals no more than 1% of your account. No 10%, no 20%, and definitely, guys, definitely not half of your balance. And why is that important? Even with a solid strategy, you can eat between 2 to 3 losing trades in a row. So if you are risking 1% per trade, no problem. But if it's 30% after 2 losses, you are panicking and broke. Example, you have $100, you bet $50 and lose. Now you have $50 left. To recover, you need to bet it all, right? But you can't. If you're betting 1%, that is $1, you could survive 10 losing trades in a row. That's what survival looks like. So tip number 4, no signal means no trade. One of the most dangerous mistakes is trading just for the sake of trading. Like, I've been sitting in front of the chart for 30 minutes. I have to do something. No. If there are no signals, do nothing. Traders make money through the quality of trades, not quantity, guys. Some days you might get one solid trade and that's a win. some days 0 trades, and that's totally fine. Yeah, and the biggest trap is the almost signal, almost in quotes signal. So RSI almost crossed the line. There was kind of a level, and you enter. 2 minutes later, you are in the red because that wasn't a real signal. That was your imagination to say, guys. So example, price is near a level, like RSI is close to 30, but candles are weak. Do you understand? Candles are weak. No volume. You enter to 30, but candles are weak, I said. I'm repeating, candles a week, and get it by reversal. Not because you had to trade, but because you wanted to. And the tip number 5, never chase your losses. You take a loss, it's frustrating, you want to get it back, your end reaches to open a new trade, double the amount, emotions boiling over, guys. And just like that, you've lost the most important thing, which is control. Revenge trading destroys even the most talented traders. Believe me on this one. The right response to a loss, guys, please close the terminal. Take a break, breathe, come back later, review what happened, and only then continue. Example, I once lost $200 in 20 minutes. Trust me, this happened in 20 minutes because I ignored everything I told others. I just wanted to make it back, like to bounce back. And the result, even bigger losses and a crushed mode, basically. Now a loss always means one thing. Take a pause, always. Now, let me show you a real example of how all 5 tips I mentioned earlier actually work in practice. How they help avoid mistakes and make real profits. Everything will be super clear and simple. So I'm opening the Pocket Option platform right now. So if you don't have an account yet, there's an official link in the description. You basically can register there and get a welcome bonus. First, we are adding the RSI indicator, and it helps identify when the market is overbought or oversold. So let's look at an example with the USD/VND currency pair. The RSI line just broke below the lower level, and this shows that the market is oversold, of course, and might be ready to reverse upward. But let's recall tip 2: never enter a trade based on only an indicator. RSI shows direction, and it's not a guaranteed signal. So back to the example. Here we also have a strong support level that has already been tested a few times, actually. And that's our second factor in favor of entering. Only when we have both the indicator and a strong level, we can enter the trade. Now, let me show you with a different example. Where is it dangerous to trade? Let's see. Even if the RSI gives a signal on this chart, you can clearly see that the price is broken off a narrow range and may start a new downtrend. So if you enter just based on the RSI, there's a 90% chance you will lose, and that will be breaking. That would be definitely breaking. So that will be breaking so bad. So let's go tip 2 and 4, if you remember when I record that. So I keep analyzing the market and spot something interesting on CADJPY, and the support level was tested twice, and RSI is almost touching the lower line. So the moment it crosses, we will go up. I decide to enter early anyway, a 2-minute trade upwards. So we wait and we lose, and that was a big mistake. Exactly what I warned about in tip 4. So if you are unsure, don't enter. I rushed, didn't wait for a proper RSI cross, and jumped into it too soon. So learn from my mistakes, please, guys. So I keep looking for better entries, and I'm confident we will recover quickly. So I decide to switch indicators. RSI is weak today, so I turn on double stochastics, which is my favorite combo. So settings to 20 and 5. I spot a great signal on the YER/USD, and I enter a 3-minute trade upward. Okay, here let me explain. Both stochastics broke below the lower line, and that's a signal for upward movement. There's also a strong support level, and price clearly can break below it. So volume is building up. We wait, and boom, profit plus $230, guys. So that's what a perfect trade should look like. Everything lined up, clear system, no emotions. So I keep scanning currency pairs and find an interesting setup on AED/CHY. So I go for 2 minutes downward trade. Quick breakdown, okay? Quick breakdown. Both stochastics crossed the upper line, and resistance level confirmed. And there is a clear uptrend with pullbacks. That's the scenario I expect. So we wait. and we win again. Another plus $215, guys. So everything worked out perfectly. See, changing indicators helped. Now trading feels much easier. You always need to have a backward plan, continuing the analysis, and I find a new setup on USD VND. So I go for 3 minutes straight downward, and yes, exactly what I'm thinking. On the chart, a stochastic just crossed the lower line, which would usually be like a signal to go up, yeah? But I noticed something important. The price is just stuck at this support level. That's a red flag. Trust me, that's a red flag. So my experience tells me that it might break through, okay? So I enter a trade down, we wait, and we get a solid $230 profit. That's great. So that's a great example when experience and reading the chart become more important than indicators. And that's exactly why I say, if you're a beginner or your results are unstable, trade with a mentor, okay? You will see how I analyze the market when I enter, when I skip, and step by step you will apply it all on your own trading. And joining my team is 100% free, guys. Don't forget this. Just message me and I will add you to the group. The link is in the video description. That's it. So if I had known these 5 things when I started, I wouldn't have blown so many accounts. I wouldn't have even gotten emotional, and I wouldn't have, made some dumb mistakes, to be honest. But now you know them. So use this knowledge wisely. And if you want to grow faster, join my VIP group. I share signals, live analyses, and explain why I enter certain trades. Just follow along and aim with me. That's all. It's all free, and link is in the description. See you in the next video, guys, and drop a comment telling me which tip was the most useful for you, please. So I will pick the best one and send $50, and I will also randomly choose one more winner. So results will be posted in my open Telegram channel. All right, guys, thank you, blessings, and take care.